father's memoir. Yes. So they've liberated C, then they're moving on. After arrest, we were ordered up off our dead asses and on the road again. Their advance this time led into farmland where the fields were separated by hedgerows. Through generation after generation, the farms were divided. The heirs separated their small farm with tall hedges. While not entirely true, the point is that it was a good way to keep the cattle in the field without having to put barbed wire or anything else, in between. And so it's a good way to make the boundary of your field very clear.
Yes.
Light artillery provided cover for us whenever we advanced through the hedges. After a barrage laid down just in front of us lifted, we moved up. That process was repeated again and again. The shelling was so intense it seems impossible that a field mouse could survive in front of us. Yet Jerry would be there when it stopped, waiting in his rat hole behind the next row of hedges. So this is very consistent with the landscape we are here. And then we couldn't see anyone behind the hedgerow, but we were getting some small arms fire as we crossed on an open field. A couple of hedgerows back, we passed what had been left for us as a warning of the enemy's capabilities. A field strewn with charred Sherman tanks and the bodies of the men we'd been riding with only a few days before. Body left hanging half out of the tanks, body left to stink and bloat, flesh burned, necked and blacked, a cogent reminder of what the enemy might have in store for us. And this is the field he's talking about.
Wow.
The tanks were along this hedgerow, the four of them looking in that direction, and they were just following each other. So the platoon crossed the Uriel River, which is a small river south of Uru, at a ford in a farm. So the fifth tank of the platoon was stuck because of the mud. So only four tanks took part into the attack, and this is General McBride, the commanding officer of the division, himself who ordered that attack. The 4 tanks advanced without any infantry cover, so they were coverless basically. So you see the entrance on the other side of the field. This is where they were coming from, and they were going in our direction, all queuing up. Approximately halfway into the field, the edge was smaller, like our size, which means that the turret of the tank would be visible from anyone standing there in Argentan. And this is where a German anti-tank gun spotted them. And he used the white stars on the side of the tanks because they were, I'm looking for more word, but they were just plain white, no camouflage here. So they used that as a target. He knocked out the first tank, then the fourth tank, which means that the second and third tank was stuck in between, and then they were also destroyed. All that in a matter of minutes. McBride witnessed that. He ordered Captain Stover, the captain of the company, B Company 702 Tank Battalion, to commit another platoon. Captain Stover refuses. So he asked, so you're refusing a direct order, so court-martial after that, he was found not guilty because he was basically saving some lives and vehicles.
You said McBride witnessed it?
Yeah, he was there. He ordered personally the attack.
He was here?
He was in the farm over there witnessing the attack firsthand.
Wow.
And the point is that we have pictures of those tanks taken by French civilian after the liberation.
You sent me one picture. I do have a picture.
There we go. So this is one of the tank. So you can see the hole. So this is the field, and the house here is that one over there. You can see the field, the roof.
Yes.
It's right there.
Yes.
So they were destroyed over there.
Yes.
And the 4 of them were destroyed in line. This is another one. So taken from that direction, the picture.
Yes.
And you can see the hedge way smaller than nowadays.
Yes.
Another one. Again, destroyed in the same field. So this picture would have been taken, you know, like like this. It would have stained, you know, in between the hedge and the tank, because it was looking in that direction, going that way. The objective was that crossroad, and then to move on to cross the Blacktop Road, the east-west highway, and then go on with the attack.
So this is the east-west highway.
Not
That
yes.
intersection?
Here,
Where
what the car is driving. Well,
Yeah.
we're going to get there by foot, just to show you. The
Right.
point is, the weather is not with us today because it's pretty blurry when it comes to understanding the. But just from there, you can see the difference between here, hedgerow country, and there you can see the open fields.
Yes.
Not that much cover, and that was something very difficult for the U.S. soldiers. And there is the account of Colonel McBride, Matthew, who was the commanding officer of the 318th, and he said that the soldiers on the first day of the assault, I think he was mentioning soldiers from 1st Battalion, 2nd Battalion, they were so scared of crossing that highway that he had personally called them to cross it, show them the way,
Right.
and kick them in the ass, get them off the ditch, and move on with the attack. Because
These tanks, that's the 19th of August?
August 18th, the
18th.
first day, which again, this is consistent with your father's timeline. He liberated, say, then he was over there, he saw the burning tanks, and he went on with the attack in that direction.
And the 18th is a Friday.
20th is the Sunday,
Sunday,
so
right.
yes, 18th is a Friday, and Saturday would be August 8th, 19th. And we just go there, you can see the difference in terms of landscape. It's quite striking.